class covers the concept of linear search program in C. Searching means looking for an element in an array, whether one element is present in an array or not. And in your syllabus, you need to study two searching algorithms, a linear searching algorithm and a binary searching algorithm. So this class is allocated for linear search program. The best analogy for linear search program is like you are drinking a cup of tea and you want some more sugar to be added to your tea. So you go to the kitchen and search for the sugar. You're searching for the sugar. But unfortunately, you don't know in which box is your sugar. So the best thing you can do is you start opening every box. You can open each and every box from the start and see whether sugar is present in that box. So what you do is you open the first box and look whether it is sugar. So if it is not sugar, you close it and you go for opening the second box till you find sugar. So after you find sugar, you don't want to search again. You close the lid, get your sugar and come back. Same thing is applicable here also. So consider this example. Here you can see that the elements in the array are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So there are basically 7 elements in your array. And you are going to search whether the element 40 is present in that array or not. So what you do is same like you search for sugar. You start from the first element. So in an array, the first element is always called the 0th element. Similarly, the last element is the n minus 1th element. So if there are 7 elements, the last element will be the 6th element. Okay, so you start with the 0th element. That means you take the number 10 and you compare it with 40. It's not equal, right? So you go to the next element. The next element is 20. You compare it with 40. So it's also not equal. You do with 30. Then you do with 40. So 40, it is the third element. You compare the third element with the search element, the number you want to be searched. That is 40 itself. So you compare it with 40 and you see that the element matches. So when the element matches, your program is finished there. You can print that the element is present in your array. Right. So the same thing is applicable in your program also. Okay. So have a look at your program. The program starts with a declaration. So you're declaring one array 100. The size of the array is 100. So you can store up to 100 elements and you are using 3 more elements, search, C and N. Search is the element that you want to search. C is a temporary variable and N is the total number of elements in the array. Okay, so the first step is you enter the total number of elements in the array. Printf, enter the number of elements in the array. The second step is you want to enter the elements. That means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You want to enter into the array, right? So when you want to enter the elements in the array, you have to use a for loop. When you want to retrieve the elements, you have to use for loop. For every actions regarding an array, you have to use a for loop. So inside the for loop, you write the scanf statement in order to access the elements of the array. Okay. So next step is enter the number to be searched. Enter the numbers to be searched means you want to enter which element is to be searched for. Here the element is 40, right? In your example, you are entering 40. So your search element, search number is 40. You are entered 40. The next step is you are comparing each and every element starting from the first element, right? So you're going to compare. So you're comparing each and every element with 40. Okay, if the required element is found, you can say that the number is present there. So you are starting from the first element, 4, C is equal to 0, C less than n and C plus plus. That means C is equal to 0. You are starting from the 0th element. Then checking whether the C value of C is less than n. If it is true, then you go inside the for loop. Inside the for loop, you are checking whether the first element is equal to the search element. Here, 10 is the first element, 40 is a search element. It is not equal, right? So, it is false, and you go to the second element, you go to the third element, you go to the fourth element, and when the fourth element is reached, it is present. That means that element 40 is equal to the search element. So, you are printing the percentage D is present at location percentage D. Here, the first percentage D is representing 40. 40 is present at location percentage D. The next percentage is C plus 1. So what is C? C is starting from 0, right? And 40, the location is 3. But actual location is 4. 40 is present actually at 4th location. So you have to mention that. So that is why it is said 40 is present at location 4. Okay, so you have find out the element. So no need to go inside the loop again. You can break. Okay, right break and come out from the loop. Now, suppose that you have entered one element that is not present in that array. Suppose you have entered 0. It is not present in the array. So what happens? What happens is that the for loop will be executed till all the elements are searched. Okay, after all the elements are searched, the value of C will become equal to n. That means C will become equal to 7. After coming out from the loop, the value of C will be 7 if the element is not present in the array. Okay, so you can say that if the C value is equal to n, the element is not present in the array. That is the end of the program. So hope you understood this program, and we'll come back with the next program in the next class.